Oh, Jackie, where are you? All right here. Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing this evening? I see butterfly. My husband has seen the new wreath. He loves it. He loves it. I just wanted to show everybody here my new wreath. Woohoo! Because it's so pretty. So pretty, so nice. I did it with the oval this way. All right, let's set that out of the way and get down to business. We gotta get down to business. Tonight, you're getting my version of the Monarch Butterfly Kit, y'all. And there are some of these available, my friends. Run and get them. I'm going to show you. We're going to do the upgraded version. I get to do the upgraded version because Lori already did her version, so I get to do the upgraded version. Whoop, whoop. Y'all like it when I do the upgraded version, right? Right. I mean, I can go basic if y'all want to. My husband, that's all you know how to do, isn't it? Upgraded. So in the kit, you get the oval board. You get this butterfly sign. And then you get some butterflies to decorate. And then you get this floral pick to whoop your husband with. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, it ain't gonna work.
Get this. It's pretty. Come here. Be like whooping you with a cat o' nine tails. And then we get this nice ferny pick. Hey, Sha. Hey, Sha. How is everybody doing this evening? Let me chat a little bit. All right. Then we get this ferny pick. Everybody likes a little fern. Right. And then you get this Boo to Miss ribbon. Boo to Miss. Hold on a second. And then you get some jute mesh. I love jute mesh. And then to put your sign on, you get your pipe cleaners, your cable mounts, and then I get zip ties to put in my drawer. How about that? So the question is, do y'all want me to just do it with the supplies, or do y'all want the Jackie upgraded version? How do y'all want this tonight? We'll do it viewer's choice. I like viewer's choice. Don't y'all like viewer's choice from time to time? Upgrade. Y'all like my upgraded wreaths? I like upgrading too. Set that to the side. Jackie it up. It's like, giddy it up. Okay, y'all. I didn't realize I was running low on tan pipe cleaners. How that happened, I have no idea. It's like a crisis. But I am. But I'll just use some of my long ones and cut them in half. It'll be fine. Let's load our board up. We can chit chat while I load the board. Well, my husband's home, so he gets to deal with the doogies.
What?
You're home, you get to deal with the doggies.
Yep.
Let's go. You do ask away. What question do you have for me? I might have answers. I can't make a promise. I'll do my best to be a walking encyclopedia. However, over the years, my daughter thought I was a walking encyclopedia, and I failed miserably. Isn't that amazing when kids growing up, they treat parents like we are walking encyclopedias? You can just use zip ties if you want to. Absolutely. Nobody has to use pipe cleaners, and nobody has to use zip ties. You use whatever you're comfortable doing. You do you, boo. That's my motto. Whatever makes you comfortable. Do-do-do-do. Y'all remember the walking encyclopedia salespeople? I remember having a set of encyclopedias. I bet the only place that has a set of encyclopedias anymore is a library. I remember back in the day, you were living high on the hog if you had a complete set of encyclopedias. What color, Jessica? What color custom Harlequin bow are you looking for? I do some custom orders as long as they're within reason. As long as they're within reason. Yeah, you could buy one a month at a grocery store. Now that I do remember, that was a big thing at Kroger back in the day. I do remember that. Purple? Are you wanting purple with the black and white Harlequin, Jessica? You're going to have to be more specific. More specific. I deal in specifics, my friend. I remember green stamps too, Diane. I remember. You put them green stamps to get discount. I remember those. I do. My grandmother thought she was slick back in the day. She'd save them up and save them up for me and my sister to paste down into the books to keep us busy. Hmm, 20 pipe cleaners. We're going to cut our mesh 20 inches for the outside. Hold, please. All right. Actually, I'm going to tell y'all what makes mesh fray less. It's how you handle it. Mesh, all mesh. I don't care what it is. Yes, some is going to fray more than others. Okay? But how you handle the mesh is going to define in the long run how much it's really going to fray. For an example, I'm getting ready to do ruffles. So the first thing I'm going to do, so I do not overhandle my mesh, is I am going to pop my pipe cleaners open and get ready to put my ruffle in. If you handle your mesh too much, it's going to fray to hell and back, my friends, and there is nothing that's going to stop it. Okay? And tonight, we're just going to ruffle. And we're going to go with the fray tonight because it kind of gives an outdoorsy look. We're outdoors with this, kind of gives a little wild. So we're going to roll with the fray tonight because fray can be a good thing sometimes. So we're going to kind of just let it happen. And I got to tell y'all something. I've been doing this for a long time. I have never, ever had a customer complain one time that mesh is just frayed too much. They've never complained about it, ever. Sometimes y'all just stress out a little bit too much about things that don't matter. If you're making a flower, and the flower folds, well, yeah, the fray's going to matter. Doing this, not so much, y'all. Did Jessica ever answer my question about define upside down versus right side up? Oh, I can do purple. Yeah, Jessica, I can. I was going to do purple soon. Look, my friends. let me tell you some things that don't matter. Okay? Well, they kind of do. I like to do my ruffles this way because it ends up being prettier. Okay? Doing it this way, it cups down. And when it cups down, I just don't like the way that looks as well. And it doesn't cradle my ribbon as well. Doing it this way cradles your ribbon and helps hold your ribbon. Plus, I like a wreath with dimension, and you can still have a fairly flat wreath with dimension and not have smashed mesh. Any other questions? I'm only here for about an hour. Fire those questions away. That's what I'm here for. Woohoo! Woo-hoo! I don't do flowers. I don't do flowers, y'all. Alright, so the inside mesh, we are going to cut it. Let me do a little math here. Hold on. I gotta do a little math. Do. 16 inches. On the inside, because the ties are closer together, the mesh doesn't have to be as long. I think Lori has the long pipe cleaners now in the shop. I think. Available at uniqueinthecreek.com. Lego. I love my giant pipe cleaners. I use them for making bows. Looks so fluffy and pretty. I like a good looking base to start my wreath. I think that's very important. Very, very important. Because if you start out with a good looking base, you're not having to cover up mistakes. I'll show y'all something here in just a second as soon as I get my rest of my mesh on. See how pretty that base is, y'all? That's the difference between your mesh facing up or facing down. Whatever y'all want to call that, but realistically, you fold the mesh in half, it's only standing up, if it stands up, 5 inches, y'all. 5 inches. It's 10-inch mesh folded in half, that's 5 inches. If somebody wanted to call this a screen door wreath, y'all, it's still going to fit between a screen door because between a door and a screen door, you got 6 inches. And this is going to flatten out a bit once I put the sign on. Lynn, I've got a storm door, not on my downstairs doors, but I have a storm door on my deck. And I'm not going to hang a wreath there anyway because there's a screen. Okay? It's 10 and 10. Thank you, Veronica. 10 on the outside, 10 on the inside. 20 total. And we used the whole roll of mesh. Look how beautiful that is, y'all. From the get, it's nice and full. And overall, y'all, it isn't that thick. Look. Literally, it's 4 inches. 4 inches. This will fit behind a screen door. It's what we do after the mesh that matters whether or not it's going to go between a screen door. Okay? Tonight, because we're putting greenery and stuff on it, we're going to Jackie-fy this thing. Okay, we're going to Jackie-fy it. By the time I'm done, no, it ain't going to fit between a screen door. Because I ain't worried about that. And I'm here to tell you, not worrying about whether or not it fits between a screen door has never hurt my sales, y'all. It doesn't hurt it at all. Doesn't hurt it at all. Never once. So I don't worry about things that don't matter. Right. I have lots of answers. They may not be the right ones, Jessica, but I've got answers. I probably should check on my YouTube friends. My screen went back and, oh, there are my YouTube friends. My YouTube friends. I better check. Tina Kelly's not here tonight. See, exactly, Judy. If somebody wants something bad enough, exactly. You hit the nail on the head. If somebody wants something bad enough, and they want that wreath bad enough, they're going to put it on the outside of that screen door. You hit the nail on the head. Most of the time when people are going, can you make that for my screen door? Reality is, they think it's going to cost less because you're not going to make it as full and fluffy. They think that they're going to save money. And that's not true. If somebody wants something bad enough, when you go to sell stuff, you can't think like the person, but you have to think like a consumer too. Like when you buy something, y'all, if you want something bad enough and you love something, you're going to make it fit. Ooh, you have to be careful, Jessica. That foil mesh, ooh, that could end up being a hot mess. Because it'd snag as you're doing it, Jessica, so. I would afraid it'd snag so much it'd end up being a hot mess. Know what I mean? if it's a heavy foil mesh, it will bend before it curves. Know what I mean? My daughter's in there tracking her dad down going, "Where you at?" Yes, we like the scalloped edge ribbon. And we're going to make a real pretty bow with it. Whoop! Alright, tonight, now, by far, you can use the cable tie mounts that came in the kit. I'm going to use my staple gun. Yeah, I heard somebody say it the other day too. I know who you're talking about. I'm all for cute little sayings. But I'm supposed to be calling it the right thing so that if y'all go to look for it, you know what it is. Na-na-na-na. I can just see people searching over the internet. Well, Jackie called it panty ribbon and I can't find it. That'd be my look. And then I get people blowing up my messenger. Jackie, I can't find the panty ribbon. And then I'm sitting there going, that's not really what it is. I was trying to be funny. Haha. And they're going to be like, that wasn't the time to be funny, Jackie. And I'm going to be like, any time is the time to be funny. Haha. Where did I get my cool stapler? Let me see what brand it is and I'll tell you. I think this one came from Walmart. And I actually really like it because it's smaller. I have two. Yep, I got two staplers. Hold on. I have my heavy duty Stanley, and it's heavy, y'all. So I use this to punch longer staples if I need to. But I got this one, and it's lighter, and it's smaller for my 1/4 inch daily. And the staples that I get are the same brand as the stapler, and they've got teeth on them to really grip into your wood. So when I say I'm sinking my teeth into it, I really am. My staple gun teeth. Yeah, if your stapler's going right through your sign, you might need to get shorter staples. And I'm just going to tell y'all, when you're stapling your sign, hold on a second. Listen to the words coming out of my mouth. Hold on. Let me get a sign. Let me get one I don't care about to demo on. Look, my friends, when you're stapling a 1/4 inch sign, your staple is only a 1/4 inch. And I'm going to show you the difference. Okay? Today is Edumacation Day, real quick. Okay? When you're stapling on a 1/4 inch sign, do not do this. This is why it's punching through. Is if you hold your staple gun, and I mean you press on it, chances are your staple's going to bust through. Okay, and the reason it's going to bust through is because this is just a 1/4 inch. So what you want to do is just like I do, you're holding it up. You're not going to press down on it and let the staple naturally pop through without the extra pressure. Does that make sense? Are you with me on that? Ultimately, if your sign is less than a 1/4 inch, you don't need to use staples. If your sign is less than a 1/4 inch when you go with a staple, you could end up cracking your sign or splitting the wood. Alright, so I think two other people on Team Unique did this kit, and they set the sign off to the side. It's just a darning needle, Susan. Just a darning needle. Or a yarn needle. Nothing special. Keep those questions coming, my friends. Apparently my brain is operating on all 8 cylinders tonight. For those of you that might have just joined, we are working on a kit from Unique at the Creek. I will be using everything in the kit and then some. If you want to see how to just use the kit, Lori has a tutorial. I'm going above. We're going to spice it up. Because that's what my peeps like me to do. They want me to spice it up. I've searched for it too. They don't sell them at Walmart anymore, so I'm like, because I can't find it with the case on it like mine has. Using the Measure Buddy, how do you get your ribbons to be the exact same size? Good question. So, let me explain. Have y'all ever noticed when your ribbons come off the roll and I'm just going to flip these and show you real quick. They come off like this, right? When you cut them in half, you have 2 stacks like this. Okay? So what I do is I keep my stacks separate. I focus on the length of this ribbon on the inside because this is the one that went around first. So what I do is I take and what I'm doing when I'm evening these ends up on one side. Then that's when I fold my ribbon over and make my cut. Then when I come down here, I'm focusing on making my cut, once again, at the length of this ribbon on the inside. Because this is the one that is truest to the 14 inches. The one on the inside. Not that one, this one. Everybody understand that? And if you want your scissors to last longer, there is a right way and a wrong way to cut your ribbon, believe it or not. Y'all want the trick to getting your scissors to last longer? Not that scissors are overly expensive, but good ones, you know, we don't want to run out and replace them every time we turn around, right? When you're cutting your ribbon tails, my friends, there is a right way and there is a wrong way. Okay? Believe it or not, I fold my ribbon this way and the wire toward the inside. Believe it or not, my friends, this is called the throat. The throat in here is called the throat of the scissors. Now, my dirty-minded people, curb it for a minute. I'm telling you right now, curb it. This is called the throat of the scissors. That's what it's called, y'all. I didn't make up the name. This is the strongest part of your scissors, the throat. That's where you have the most leverage also. You put the wire into the throat of the scissors first and then cut. I know, my dirty-minded people. I know you're there. Y'all are sitting there snickering going, Jackie's talking about putting ribbon in the throat. Deep throat that ribbon. And for those of you that have problems with your hand strength, that's the strongest part of your scissors. And here in leans my husband, y'all. In leans my husband. The first time that I ever told people how to properly use their scissors was at one of my events that I was hosting. All the facial expressions that I got to see and the comments, y'all, in real life. So I already know what some of y'all are thinking. I knew what people were going to think. And I'm just sitting there going, there is no other way to say this. Oh, she found him. She called him. My husband's not really hard to find. Unless you're in the grocery store, then it's like playing Where's Waldo. Right, Amanda? Amanda's gonna go. She's gonna be snickering while cutting her ribbon. She's gonna be sitting there going, well, Jackie told me to put that ribbon deep in the throat. I can just hear y'all. Snickering while covering. At least it makes crafting more enjoyable. You know, if you're sitting there snickering while you're making your wreath, y'all. That's all I can say. But I promise you, no matter how much you pay for your scissors, it will make them last longer. That goes right up there at the top with never letting anybody touch your fabric scissors either. Did you like it, Rachel? It's good. Had anybody else tried the fettuccine alfredo recipe? That's good, isn't it? I found this fettuccine alfredo. I found the recipe, but my husband tries them. I told him, hey, I found this recipe. It's super easy. You want to try it? Because I like fettuccine Alfredo. Right? And my husband's like, sure. He's game. And the first time we made it direct to recipe with the cream cheese. And I was like, I didn't like the twang of the cream cheese. So we substituted the cream cheese for ricotta. Perfect. It is, isn't it? So easy and so good. Come to my channel, Wreath with a Recipe. Just kidding. Gary's like, that's not exactly what Jackie said. Close, but not exactly what she said. Y'all don't get me in trouble. I try to stay out of trouble. My husband's laughing, y'all. I said I try to stay out of trouble. He's laughing. He really laughed at that, y'all. Y'all tell my husband keep his peanut gallery in the kitchen. All right, let's get down to some business with some florals. Shall we? We shall. Where's my wire cutters? We're going to cut some florals, my friends. Oof. One. We're going to leave that one together. Maybe. Come on. Come on, let go. I'm here to tell you, that's a good stem. That's not paper, y'all. That's plastic. Now, come on, y'all. All right, so what we're going to do with the pipe cleaners, with our first go-round of green, we're just going to tie it in. We're just going to go, whoop, whoop, make our little hook and tie that in. And the way that we tie it in, it's not going to come out. And I don't know if y'all have ever noticed, but I take my greenery after I tie it in, and I don't leave it flat. Watch. We're going to put that down. And we're going to tie that in. But I'm not going to leave that flat. I'm going to take and bend it up a little bit so it's got life, and it's not laying on my ribbon, flattening my ribbon out. I don't know if you've ever noticed that I do that little motion. Because nobody likes flat ribbon. Come here. Let go. Anybody else talk to their florals? I talk to mine. Me and my greenery and my florals and my ribbon. We have a relationship. By the time I'm done, they know who's boss. I run this wreath. You know what? There's some days if they answered back, Teresa, it'd probably be great. Because, you know, I'm home alone all day by myself. I talk to myself a lot. My dog thinks I talk to myself a whole lot. And he's tired of it. He's like, who's she talking to? He goes downstairs now. When I'm live, he's like, he can't handle it. He's like, he's gone. He used to sit behind my work area when I was live. And I think he finally just got tired of trying to figure out who I was talking to. Like right now, even though my husband's home, the dog's downstairs. Oh, he's with you?
Oh, yeah. I'm cooking. Yeah, right your mouth.
All right, my friends, are you ready to make a bow? Shall we make a bow? I think we should make a bow. Anybody else want to make a bow? I got one dog, Chica. Only time she comes out isn't because she cares about hearing your opinion, it's because she wants to give you her opinion. I'm going to go get another ribbon, y'all, real quick, that comes to mind and y'all might have in your stash to kind of zhuzh this up a little bit, because it keeps on coming to mind as I'm doing this. I'll be right back. The way that I did it, I hooked it, when I put my greenery in, these two stems right here, I put my pipe cleaner around here, so this would be the hook, like that, so it won't come out, in case y'all didn't see that. Alright, we're going to use our easy bow maker. I'm making a mess. Yeah, you can bend it too. Just depends. But in this case, you don't have to. Don't worry, if you need to bend it, I will let you know. But like I did that with a regular pick. I bent it. I showed y'all that one time. Let's make a bow, my friends. Now, your bow doesn't have to be as elaborate as what I'm going to do, my friends. It doesn't mean that your wreath isn't beautiful, but I'm going to make a pretty elaborate bow because everybody wants to see an upgraded version. So that's what I'm doing. What? About 20. My husband just started launching numbers at me. I'm like, what? Well, what I'm doing is 7-inch loops, and I'm doing 4 of them on the bottom. That's where I'm starting out with this bow. Tiffany will be home for the summer, end of next week. Her first year of college is over. That still kills me, y'all. My child's in college. Okay, this, I don't know if they still sell this ribbon, so you can still get it. I don't know if Lori has it. I thought she did. But see how this has fern on it? And we just used fern, and there's fern in the sign. That's why I was like, oh, I got to use that. So that's why we're using it. And we're going to do 2 loops of this, and we're going to do these at about 6 inches, 6-inch loops. And we're going to do 2 loops on each side. Or I thought we were. We are. Yay! It worked out, y'all. I have just enough. I love it when that works out. I had just enough. Yay. I had more of it, but I didn't want to have to go get it. So next up, I'm taking y'all, there's a mustard tone in this. It's not yellow, but it's a mustard tone. So I'm going to add a little mustard colored ribbon. And we're going to step our loops down to 5 inches. And once again, aw, Buster, you do love me. We're going to do 4 loops, 2 on each side. Well, we are not at grandkids yet, thank goodness. My husband and I are still got 2 in high school. And then we're going to put our scalloped edge or panty ribbon, whatever you want, on top. And we're going to do 3 loops. That way we have a little button in a button. It's called a button bow in the middle. I don't, Greg does. Greg has 3 boys. My husband has, his oldest is in college. He'll be 23 in a couple of days. I think I crammed my ribbon in here too hard, y'all. Let's put our butamus bow on now. not too much, Carrie. It's not too much. No, it's called a darning needle or a yarn needle. I need some space on my work table. Hold on. I need to move some stuff around. Otherwise, there's fixing to be an international coffee disaster. I see it coming. And if I spill my coffee, that's the end of the live. All right. Well, Lynn, I am accepting the fact that I'm not really going to get as better. So now I'm at the stage of learning how to deal. Because you just have to kind of face the music. Like, I already knew, like, how many back surgeries can you have, and you're going to have a great outcome each time. It's just not possible, especially as you get older. So, and I knew there would be a time, you know, because I have degenerative disc disease that, you know, it was going to happen. Well, there it is. So that's the phase I'm at right now. Shh. Lori's here. Lori's here. Lori's here, y'all. Shh. 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 Quiet. Lori's here. I have degenerative disc disease, so. You know what? I want this tail up here. I want that tail up there. Okay. I guess Lori's not really here. She's here, but she's not here. Is that what that is? Ta-da! Lori was actually there in person. She was there in person when I gave the original how to use your scissors lecture, y'all. Can I save this for something else? I'm going to save this pick for something else, y'all, since we're doing this my way. Because I have something that I've had for years. They still sell it. That I think would go better. And that's what we're going to do. Nope, that does not go better. It looks good from a distance, but it didn't look good up close. Woo! Woo! Don't do that. I know we're definitely breaking these out. Just. I'm twisting these in the points in which I'll use those. Because these are all individual stems. Basically put together by wire. So I'm just twisting them together before I cut. And I'm going to cut below my twist so they stay together. That's kind of how you go about making your own pick. Twisting them together. And then we're going to cut below the twist. I'm destroying this, y'all. I'm good at destroying picks and floral pieces. Kind of my jam. Alright, now that we have totally destroyed the pick, and picked the pieces apart. For a reason. Number 1, because that's what I do. I destroy things. No, I'm just kidding. Alright. We're going to match this up. This is just a little too long to go on our wreath, so we're going to cut it down just a smidge, see how long that is. And I'm going to pair it up with this. So we're going to wrap, and then cut that off. We're going to make our own pick, my friends. That's what we're doing. Sometimes you have to look at a stem that you get and look at the possibilities, not what it is. And that's what we're doing here. It's called making the most out of one pick. It does take a little bit more time, but it does save a lot of money if you'll learn to see the possibilities of what something can be. When I look at picks and stems, I look at how much I can get off of the stem and weigh it to the cost. Ba-dum-bum-bum. Well, and plus when I get home, I know about how much I put and stuff, and then when I get home, you know, that way I have enough, and I know I have enough. Whether or not it's going to make 1 wreath or 2 wreaths, especially because I live an hour away from buying florals. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and use these 2 pieces and get them out of the way. And I'm going to hot glue these babies. Incorporate them down into my bow. Because there was only 2 of these on the pick, but waste not, want not, want not. Waste not, want not, my friends. So that's where those are going to go. Alright, next up we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these. So there's 10 ties around the outside. So we'll go every other tie with these. Alright. And I don't want them sticking out too far past the edge of my wreath. Just past the edge of the wreath is kind of wispy. Too far out, y'all. That's not good. And And since this is a nice lightweight stem, it makes it super easy to hot glue it in without a problem. All right, next up, we've got 5 of these, so we're going to go in between. My nose itches. It is allergy season in the goldenrod state. Sometimes I wonder who woke up in Kentucky and said that they were going to make the goldenrod our state flower. Who does that? I guess there were 6 of those, or I missed a spot. No, I didn't miss anything. All right, so let's put some flowers on here. I don't know, should we put these? There's daisies in the... We're going to do daisies, y'all. We're going to do some wild daisies. As soon as I find my cutters. Who took my cutters? Did I swoop them around my table? We need flowers. I'm ripping my thumb apart tonight, y'all. Y'all make sure that if you're using hot glue, that you have a thick mesh base and that you're stabbing this, like stabbing this down into the mesh to really anchor it in. Now we'll use the rest of the pick. It kind of fell apart, but that's okay. Calm down. Calm down. Calm down. Hold your horses, Lynn. Worry about what bugs you when I'm totally done. Okay. Let's be fair about it. If it's still an eyesore when I'm done, then we'll talk about it. Okay. I think. Whoa. We'll pull in some of the darker sunflower now. Actually, those are black-eyed Susans. In case y'all didn't know. We're going to bend that down just a little bit. That's better. The mustard ribbon SKU number. Y'all would be laughing at me right now. I don't need my glasses on to design. I can see. But when I went to type that in, y'all can't see me off camera, but I'm going like this and I'm holding this way out here so I can see it. That's where I'm at in life, my friends. Whoop, whoop. My hot glue runneth off. How about some butterflies now? Ooh, ooh, ooh. I gotta show y'all this. I have this pick left over from fall. But right now, it's screaming to me to go into this. Look at that. This has all the colors. We're going to do this. This has all the colors. Even though it's a fall pick, who cares? It has the colors. Watch this. It's screaming at me. It says, use me, Jackie. And I'm saying, okay. No problem. I will. This is going to add that little extra pop of pizzazz. So this is actually a really long pick, so let me show you what I'm doing. It's really long. So basically what I'm doing is dividing this in half because all these slide up and down. So I'm pushing these way up to the top. Then I'm cutting that off. But now there's nothing to keep these from sliding off, so that's why I'm taking the very end. And to make another pick, I'm bending this down to make a stopper. So that I can get 2 picks out of this. Okay? Like so. And then that way my stuff doesn't go flying off. This is one of my favorites from Hobby Lobby. They have it every year. And I love it. My luck, after I said that, they won't have it this year. They've already put the fall stuff out. Ah! They're already putting the fall stuff out, so they might already have it out. Look at that, y'all. I popped the top off. Okay, I'll fix this later. Y'all don't need to sit here while I fix this. Just be careful you don't do that. I promise the result is worth it. Y'all will see. This is really going to make this pop right out. Watch. You'll see. I know what I'm talking about. This is going to add that little extra, what I think is a wild flower look, like a wild field look, like where you would look out and where you would see a bunch of monarch butterflies. Y'all know what I mean? Can I get a witness up in here? Y'all know what I mean? Y'all will see this pick at Hobby Lobby now, and you'll never look at it the same again. I think you can get about, doing the way I do it, like 20 picks off the stem. Because what was on that pick was left over from fall. Y'all see that? That's a huge difference, isn't it? Anybody else feel like they're out in the middle of a field chasing butterflies now, like you did when you were a little kid? Now we get down to putting some butterflies in. If I can get them untangled. Who knew this would be my greatest challenge for tonight? These are trying to fall out the bottom while I'm trying to pick those out. Well, hello, Miss Sneezy. Oh, that's Mr. Sneezy. You've come to see me. All right, first and foremost, let's get one in our bow. And because it's going to show up really well, let's go. Bless you.
Yep, thank you. Some food and a sneeze.
My dear. Did y'all hear him? just gonna glue these in there. That way they look, because they look like they belong there, right? Down, boy, down. Stay. You can never have too many butterflies. Anything still bothering you, Lynn? Anything? Anything? Well, don't look too hard. There's only one thing that bothers me, and I'm gonna fix it real quick. Once the hot glue dries, you can come back and shape your butterflies as you see fit. I actually think that I love this so much. It just really brings something to the party, y'all. It really does. Y'all, I'm burning up. Ow! I almost popped myself in the face, y'all. That would not have been good. Don't do that. Self-abuse and wreath making do not mix. At all. I really love this pick, y'all. I just really think this pick just really just makes it a real, like a wild flower look. Like a wild field look. Y'all know what I mean? Reminds you of being out in a field of wildflowers. Know what I mean? I know what I mean. Here's an advantage to using pipe cleaners, y'all. It's kind of the little things sometimes when you're designing. But because I still have a pipe cleaner down in here, it just makes it easier for me to come in here and add a couple bows. Absolutely, use tubing. Absolutely. Absolutely. Y'all know I'm a fan of tubing. I think it would look great as well. Pick these wires up before they end up in my bottom of my feet. Where's my dog's feet? We don't want them in my dog's feet, y'all. It needed a little bit more mustard. That's why I decided to pop the bows in there as well. Much better. Well, tell him I said thank you. Thank you. All right, y'all. That's going to wrap it up for tonight. Sometimes, you know, y'all have some stuff sitting around your design space or your house, and it might be something that you can use instead of it just sitting there. So that's why I think when I do the kits, it helps y'all to see me put the little extra in it as well. I try to just use, and I don't, when I do these things, it's stuff that I already have, but of course I have a big stash. And I realize a lot of y'all don't. Waste not, want not, my friends. That's my other motto. Alright, y'all have a great rest of the week. Into the weekend. And then I will see, I don't know what we're doing Monday. I'll have to think about that. Alright. And I will see y'all Monday night. 5:30 Central Standard Time. 6:30 Eastern. Bye, y'all.